Everybody, and welcome to our very, very special concert tonight, especially for VE Day. And I am so happy to be here with you tonight, and thank you so much for joining me. It's wonderful to have you part of tonight's special concert for VE Day tomorrow. As you know, last year was 75 years, so this year's 76. It's not as poignant, I guess, but it's still very poignant for lots of people because it's a wonderful day to celebrate the wonderful people that sacrificed their lives for us and our families who fought in the war. As you can see, we've got some bunting behind me today, so I've tried to go with the VE Day theme. I'm even wearing the Union Jack, which is good. I tried to get a costume for like a military costume for the World War II, but all of them were too big for me. So nobody seems to sell size 6. So nobody would sell it, so I couldn't get it. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'll just get a flag. And I have designed this myself. And this is literally just a flag I got off Amazon for £5 or less even. And covered my belt. This is a red top that I've covered a black belt with. And I've pinned it in places. So I hope you like my creation, and I hope you're going to enjoy tonight. I want to say hello to a few people who's watching so far. Hello to Philip and Fatima. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And to Kirk and Hannah in Devon with obviously the lovely celebrity pony Patrick. And I hope you're going to enjoy tonight, and we're going to learn about lots of people's families who fought in the war for us. Hi to Daphne and Rob, and to Terry, thank you so much for watching, and Kenneth in America, thank you, Kenneth, and happy anniversary. It's you and your wife's 33rd wedding anniversary today, so thank you so much for joining me on your wonderful day. Hi to Teresa and Tuomo in Finland, thank you so much for watching, and Trudy and Trev, thank you so much for watching, and Natasha in New York from Classical Crossover Magazine is watching, thank you, and David Rigsby's watching, thank you so much, David in America, and Steve, hi Steve, so looking forward to this. This should be remembered always. My uncle was wounded and mentally badly damaged, yet was highly decorated. The greatest generation for sure. God bless. Thank you so much, Steve. That's wonderful. And says, your dress is awesome. One clever young lady. Who'd have thought it's just a flag? It's quite noisy though, so I'm going to try and not touch it too much. Because hi Tessa and Austin and Jane and Richard. I hope you're enjoying your fish and chips tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you like my creation of my flag dress. And Kenneth says thank you again, and David Abbott, thank you so much for watching. Says happy VE Day. Thank you so much everybody for joining me this evening. As you know, it is Victory Day tomorrow. Jane says, love the outfit. Thanks, Jane. You should see the back. No, you don't want to see the back. Anyway, as you know, VE Day is celebrated all over the world. It is the formal acceptance of the Allies of World War II Germany, unconditional surrender of its armed forces on Tuesday, the 8th of May, 1945. So obviously that is tomorrow, but because it's Friday nights, we're celebrating tonight. So it's an early celebrations for you all. Kuha says, hi Christina, I'm here for your concert. Thank you so much, Kuha, for joining. And oh yeah, Russia celebrate. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, he says Russia celebrates on Sunday, but I will talk about that. Why that is happening on a Sunday? Because. Well, I'll tell you in a minute, actually. So several countries observe the public holidays each year, and it's called Victory Over Fascism Day, Liberation Day, or Victory Day. And in the UK, it's often abbreviated to VE Day, and in America to V-E Day, a term which existed as early as September 1944 in anticipation of being victorious. Several former Soviet countries, including Russia and Belarus and Serbia, celebrate on the 9th of May as the end of all combat action was specified at 2301 Central European Time, which was already past midnight in their countries, so it was already the 9th of May, hence they mark it on the 9th of May, and Israel does the same. Hi to Mike and Mary, thank you so much for watching tonight, and to your lovely sister Linda, thank you so much for watching, sending lots of love to you guys, and I hope you're going to enjoy the song I've chosen for you. So Adolf Hitler committed suicide on the 30th of April during the Battle of Berlin, and Germany's surrender was authorised by his successor Karl Dönitz, and the administration headed by Dönitz was known as the Flensburg government, and the act military surrender was signed at 2:41 in the morning on the 7th of May at the SHAEF HQ headquarters, and slightly modified document was considered the definitive German instrument of surrender, which was signed on the 8th of May 1945 in Berlin at 9:20 p.m. then the German High Command issued orders all at once, German military, naval and air authorities and all the forces under German control to cease active operations at 11:01, that's it's easy to say, 11:01 p.m. Central European time on the 8th of May 1945. And upon defeat, celebrations erupted throughout the Western world, especially in the UK and America. And more than 1 million people celebrated on the streets of the UK to mark the end of the European part of the war. And in London, crowds massed in Trafalgar Square up to the Mall to Buckingham Palace, where King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, accompanied by their daughters and the Prime Minister Winston Churchill, appeared on the balcony of the palace before the cheering crowd. And Churchill went from the palace to Whitehall, where he addressed another large crowd, saying, "God bless you all. This is your victory. In our long history, we have never seen a greater day than this. Everyone, man or woman, has done their best." So this leads me into my first song for you all. Hi Victoria from Athens, thank you so much for watching, and to Angela and Hav, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all going to really enjoy all these wonderful uplifting songs that I take you through this evening. So yes, the first song is requested by Mumsy, and it is the White Cliffs of Dover. But first we're going to show you a picture that Mumsy sent us of Grandad Douglas Reeve, who served in the Royal Signals as a dispatch rider in northern Italy, and he was only 16 when he signed up. So I hope you like the picture, Mumsy, and I will tell you a little bit about the White Cliffs of Dover. It was composed in 1941 by Walter Kent and made famous, of course, by Vera Lynn in her 1942 version. It was one of her best-known recordings and among the most popular Second World War tunes ever. The song was written about a year after the Royal Air Force and German Luftwaffe aircraft had been fighting over southern England, including the White Cliffs of Dover in the Battle of Britain. Nazi Germany had conquered much of Europe by then, and in 1941 was still bombing Britain. With neither America nor the Soviet Union having joined the war yet, Britain was the only major power fighting the Axis powers in Europe. The American lyricist Nat Burton wrote his lyric unaware that the bluebird is not indigenous in Britain, and asked Kent to set it to music. Notable phrases include thumbs up, which was an RAF and RCAF term for permission to go, and flying into those angry skies where the air war was taking place. The lyrics looked toward a time when war would be over and peace would rule over the iconic White Cliffs of Dover, Britain's symbolic border with the European Union. So I hope you enjoy White Cliffs of Dover. Tessa says, such a beautiful picture of Grandad Doug. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And Angela says, hi, Slava and Chrissy. Looking forward to tonight. Thank you so much, Angela. And Kenneth says, yes, VE Day in the US, victory in Europe as the war with Japan was still underway. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for your comments. I hope you enjoy the White Cliffs of Dover as my first song for you all.
Tomorrow
thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the White Cliffs of Dover. Kirk and Hannah says, really lovely photo of your granddad. Amazing song. No doubt he would be very proud. Yes, I never met him. He died before I was born. I blame my parents because they had me so late. No, joking, Mumsy. So he'd already passed away before I was born, so I never met him. But I've heard wonderful stories about him, and Mumsy speaks so highly of him, and so does all the family. So it's wonderful. Angela says, my father-in-law Derek was in the Royal Engineers and served in Dunkirk, El Alamein and Monte Cassino. Wow, gosh, that's amazing. Incredible. It's amazing how many people have got family. Well, we've all got family who've been in the war. Slava's great-grandfather would have been in the war, but we don't know who he is or what he did. We need to ask his mum who her granddad was. But yes, his great-grandfather would have served in Russia. Hi to Mum. Yeah, hi to Mum watching. She is on a cruise at the moment. Lucky lady in Russia. There's no restrictions. You can do what you want. So she's on a cruise. So hope you're having a wonderful holiday, Mum, and let us know who your granddad was. Kenneth says, awesome, Angela. Amy says, what a lovely opening song. Suits your voice perfectly. Love the dress, by the way. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, it's a flag. It's just a flag that I've just tied around myself. I tied it around the corners and done a few pins here and there, and then I made a black belt and put my red top over it. So it's a bit chunky, but never mind. I'm glad you like my creation tonight. And thank you to Omo for your clapping. And Mumsy says, beautiful, darling. I loved seeing a photo of dear Dad. Bless you. And David says, so beautifully performed, Christina. Thank you, David. And Kuha says, that was really beautiful. The song really brought me to tears. Oh, thank you, Kuha. And Philip says, beautiful song, Chrissy. Thank you so much, everyone, for your lovely comments. That means such a lot. It really does. And I hope you're going to enjoy what I've written down tonight. Obviously, I didn't want to write too much because a lot of people know all about the war. Even though we watched a film called Valkyrie this week, which we'd never watched before, with what's his name, Tom Cruise, and it's all about the German army and the good German people who were trying to stop Hitler and all their failed attempts to stop him. It made me cry throughout the film, so if you haven't watched Valkyrie, it's incredible. Do watch it, but bless Slava, because we didn't get taught anything about the war at school. Only I did before we went into Fram College, but when we were at Fram College year 9, we never got taught about the war. We learnt about the coal mining industry back in 1700s or whenever it was. I don't even remember. But yeah, Slava didn't know anything about the World War II, so he didn't know how Hitler died. So he was like, he didn't know what the outcome would be. He was like, are they going to assassinate him? I was like, well, you'll see. But no, it's interesting. Really good film if you haven't watched it. Amy says, great British sewing bee next then. No, no, I can't sew. I can create. I can create what I like to like what it looks like, but I definitely can't sew. No, I might be able to sew a button on, but that's about as far as I go. Mike says, love this song. Thank you, Chris. Your perfect opening track. Oh, thank you so much. So yes, I hope you like what I've written about today. Written about a lot about music and how music is so important when people are in crisis. But let's carry on. The United Kingdom celebrates Victory Day in Europe on the 8th of May, as you know. VE Day is not actually a public holiday in the UK because of the proximity of the May Day bank holiday on the first Monday of May. In 1995 and 2020, the bank holiday was moved from the preceding Monday to the 8th of May. Oh, it was, wasn't it? I don't know, I can't remember, but yeah. So to commemorate the 50th and 75th anniversaries of VE Day, respectively. WW2, World War II, was a global war that lasted from 1939 to 1945, and it involved the vast majority of the world's countries, including all the great powers, forming two opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis powers, in a state of total war directly involving more than 100 million personnel and more than 30 countries. The major participants threw their entire economic industrial and scientific capabilities behind the war effort, blurring the distinction between civilian and military resources. Aircraft, of course, this time played a major role in the conflict, including the strategic bombing of population centres and the development of nuclear weapons. The only two uses of such in war. World War II was the deadliest conflict in human history, resulting to 70 to 85 million people dying, with more civilians than military personnel killed. Tens of millions of people died to genocides, including the Holocaust, starvation, massacres, and disease. And in the wake of the war, Germany and Japan were occupied, and war crime tribunals were conducted against German and Japanese leaders. So this leads me to the next song. This is for Teresa Nihil. It's You Do Something to Me. It's a very popular song written by Cole Porter, and it became very popular during World War II, and is notable that it's the first number one in Porter's fully integrated book musical 50 Million Frenchmen in 1929, and the original production was performed by Genevieve Tobin and William Gaxton, performing the roles of Lulu Carroll and Peter Forbes respectively. So I haven't seen that musical at all, so but I do know the song, and I'm sure you all do as well. So this is You Do Something to Me. You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, why shouldn't it be? You have the power to hypnotize me. Let me live neath your spell. You do that, voodoo that, you do so well, for you do something to me that nobody else could do. Let me live neath your spell. You do that, voodoo that, you do so well, for you do something to me that nobody else could do, that nobody else could do. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed You Do Something to Me, and that was Doris Day's version. It's a bit older than the World War II, but the original obviously was during World War II it was written and became very popular with different singers singing it. But it's a lovely song, isn't it? Short and sweet, but really lovely song. I love this song. Oh, Mike says that as well. Love this song. Oh, sorry, that was for something else. Christopher says, hello, Chrissy and Slava. Thank you, Christopher, for watching. Thank you for bringing us this wonderful concert. Thank you so much for watching. And Natasha says, I've never heard this. Oh, wow. It's really popular. Frank Sinatra sings it. Loads of other singers sing it. But yeah, it's really, really beautiful song. And Christopher says, love this song, sounding wonderful, Chrissy. Thank you so much. And thank you from Kenneth for clapping, and for Chris as well. Thank you so much for clapping. They mean a lot. Thank you. So yeah, World War II was the first conflict to take place with electronically mass distributed music. Oh, Teresa, thank you. Teresa says, really love that. Thank you so much, Teresa. So many people in the war had a pressing need to be able to listen to the radio and records en masse. Although vinyl for record pressing had been pioneered in only 1930 and used for transcription discs, by large long playing records for consumer market wouldn't be released until several years after the war had been won in 1948. By 1940, 96% of American urban households had a radio. And the lowest American demographic to embrace mass distributed music was in the southern rural families, but still 1 in 2 families had a radio. Similar adoption rates of electronically mass distributed music occurred in Europe too, and during the Nazi rule, radio ownership in Germany rose from 4 million to 16 million households. As the major powers entered the war, millions of citizens had home radio devices that did not exist in the First World War. Also, during the pre-war period, sound was introduced to cinemas and musicals, and they were becoming very popular. So I just thought you'd like to know about how music really started to become really important to people during this time of conflict. So this leads me into my next song, which is for Miguel, Assel and Enzo in Prague. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And it's a song written by Herman Hupfield in 1931, so before the Second World War, and it's called As Time Goes By, so I'm sure lots of you know what it is. It became famous when it was featured in the 1942 Warner Brothers film Casablanca, and it was performed by Dooley Wilson. The song was voted number 2 on the 100 Years of 100 Songs special commemorating the best songs in film, and it surpassed Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland. The song has since become a signature of Warner Brothers and is used in the production logos as the beginning of many Warner Brother films since 1999, as well as the closing logos to most Warner Brothers television studios since 2003. It's also the title and theme song of the 1990s British romantic comedy As Time Goes By. It's called As Time Goes By, and their theme song is As Time Goes By. And apparently it's among the top 100 movie songs of all time, and it won the American and Musical Awards, Musical Works of the 20th Century of music. The song is a popular reflection of nostalgia and often used in films reflecting this feeling. So this is for you. And, Philip. Oh, thank you so much, Philip and Fatima, for clapping. And, yes, I said Teresa one. Yeah. Thank you, Teresa. So this is As Time Goes By, so I really hope you all enjoy this song. This, a kiss is still a kiss, a sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely, no matter what the future brings, as time goes by. passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. But still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date, hearts full of passion with jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to that song, and I really hope you enjoyed it. They go quite quickly, don't they? They're quite short songs, but we have lots for you, so I hope you really enjoyed that song. And Maria, thank you so much for watching. Maria says, amazing. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And Tuomo, thank you so much for your clapping. That means a lot. And Kenneth says, all the online sites in all the world, play it again, Slava. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. That means a lot. Mike says, awesome music and songs, lovely Chrissy. As time goes by, so many memories from my dear father long ago. Rest in peace, Dad. Oh, that's so sweet, Mike. Thank you so much. And I do have a lovely song for you, and we'll speak about your dad as well a bit later on. So World War II was a unique situation for music and its relationship to warfare. Never before was it possible to not only have single songs, but also single recordings of songs to be so widely distributed to the population. Even with a broadcast or recording, never before had the number of listeners been so high, which is amazing. And never before had the states had so much power to determine not only what songs were performed and listened to, but to control the recordings and not allowing local people to alter the songs in their own performances. Although local people still sang and produced songs, this form of music faced new serious complication from centralized electronic distributed music, which is what we have problems with. Competition. New competition from centralized electronic distributed music. Thank you so much to Trudy for all your clapping. Thank you. And David, the fabulous Christina with clapping. Thank you so much. And Philip says, stunning performance, Chrissy. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. It's a beautiful song, isn't it? And if you are enjoying tonight's concert, we have a GoFundMe and PayPal link if you'd like to donate a virtual ticket. Anything you donate goes such a long way, especially now as we haven't got any work really now until the summer. So it goes such a long way in keeping us going with all the hard work. Like Slava's worked so hard this week. He's been up all the nights doing all these graphics, and he works so hard. So I can't thank him enough for all his hard work. So if you would like to donate, there are those links below, and as I said, it goes such a long way in helping us just live and buy the music and put on these concerts each week for you, and I hope you're enjoying them. And if you can't donate, there is a link for YouTube that you can sign up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the notification button, and you'll always get notified when I'm going live or any new videos pop up, and to follow me on social media, and to just share the video wherever you can and give it a thumbs up. It would be wonderful help. Thank you so much. So it leads me into my next song. song, which is a really, really fun one. So I hope you're all going to get up and dance with me because it's really fun. Steve says, this is such a great concert, Chrissy. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. And Kenneth, thank you so much, Kenneth. This is for Ben, Amy and Elliot. But before I sing it, we have a picture that Ben and Amy have sent in of Ben's lovely grandfather, William Godbold, who fought in India in the First World War. And also Amy's grandfather, Percy Chrissy, was a mechanic in India in World War II, but we don't have a photo of him. But just thought it'd be nice to tell some stories behind the people who we've dedicated songs to. So thank you so much for sending a lovely picture of your grandfather in Ben, and it's wonderful for everyone else to see what your relatives looked like. He was very tall, wasn't he, Ben? Just like you. Super, super tall and skinny. But very handsome. It was wonderful that you sent it in. Thank you. So this is especially for you guys, because I know you love this song. It's Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree. And it's a very popular song that was made famous by Glenn Miller and by the Andrew sisters during World War II. The lyrics are the words of two young lovers who pledge their fidelity while one of them is away serving the war. Originally titled Anywhere the Bluebird Goes, the melody was written by Sam Stept and an updated version of the 19th century English folk song Long, Long Ago. Lou Brown and Charles Tobias wrote the lyrics, and the song debuted in the 1939 Broadway musical Yokel Boy. After the United States entered the war in 1941, Tobias and Brown modified their lyrics to their current form, with the chorus ending, "Till I Come Marching Home." And Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree remained a hit for first place from October 42 until January 43. It was the longest period for a war song to hold first place. So I hope you all enjoy Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree with anyone else but me, and especially for Ben in memory of your granddad, and Amy in memory of your granddad, Percy, as well. So enjoy it.
Sure of you. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't go walking by Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from a girl who heard from the girl next door to me. The boy she met just loves to pet and fits you to a T. So don't go under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. With anyone else but her. No, 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 not a single one but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Not till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. With anyone else but her. No, 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 not a single soul but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Not till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Just wait till I come marching home. So Walking down the lover's lane till you see me. When you see me marching home, then we'll go arm in arm and sit down under the apple tree. Baby, just you and me when I come marching home.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, one of my favourites of tonight. A real fun one. And yes, it was one of the most popular songs from World War II ever, and still is very much used as a reminder of World War II and the music that all uplifted everybody who was struggling so much during the conflict. Carl says, Carl Redmond, thank you so much for watching, Carl. Says, wonderful lady. Oh, bless you, thank you. And Ben, hello, Ben Mooney. Thank you so much for watching. And Celebrity Pony, Kirk and Hannah says, a lovely photo of Ben's granddad. And Andrew says, a lovely jolly song. Thank you so much. And Tessa says, love you singing this. Oh, thank you so much. And Erica, thank you so much for watching, Erica. My mother loved this one. And Peter Dell, a lovely voice. Oh, thank you so much, Peter. That's so kind of you. Kenneth says, great. Thank you, Ken. And Amy says, thank you. We loved it. Suits your voice perfectly. Very jolly and fun. I think Elliot would have danced, but he's too busy eating pizza at the moment. Oh, bless you. Enjoy your pizza, Elliot. And Mike says, love the awesome Glenn Miller big band sound. Oh, super. And Philip says, that was a lot of fun, Chrissy. We loved it. Thank you so much. And David says, that was fabulous with lots of clappings and roses. Thank you so much for the roses and the clapping. And Kirk and Hannah says, brilliant singing. Thank you so much. And Angela sends clapping hands. Thank you so much. And Natasha says, love this. Thank you so much. And Teresa as well. Thank you. Oh, Slava says to Elliot, how are you enjoying your magic set? Have you learnt anything yet? With a big smiley face. Thank you so much, everybody. So swing and big band helped to define a culture and an era when nations clashed on the battlefield in all corners of the globe. The music and the dance of the late 30s and 40s gave men and women an opportunity to forget their bleak woes of war and come together to mingle and cut a rug to the tunes of Time's great jazz. Time's jazz greats. I can't read today. I never can read, can I? Everyone knows that now. When the United States entered the war in 1941, swing went to war too. Jazz music provided comfort for families at home and soldiers abroad, and many musicians were drafted into the military and took their music with them. And some of them led military jazz bands that travelled the world to boost morale of troops. Glenn Miller entered the Army in the fall of 1942 and was placed in the Army Air Force. Initially, he played the trombone for a 15-piece dance band at Maxwell Field, but Miller was then allowed to form a large military marching band from which he drew other musicians to form smaller service band orchestras. So this leads me into the next beautiful, beautiful song I have for you. It's so beautiful. And it's for Terry Bryant, and this is a dedication, Terry, for your beautiful wife, Frances, who sadly is no longer here with us anymore. But this, I hope, will bring back some nostalgia about her, Terry, for you. This is I'll Be Seeing You, is a popular song by Sammy Fain and lyrics by Irving Kahal, published in 1938, and it was inserted into the Broadway musical Right This Way, which closed after 15 performances. And the title of the 1944 film I'll Be Seeing You was taken from this song at the suggestion of the film's producer. The song is included in the film's soundtrack, and the earliest recording of the song is by Dick Todd in 1940. A resemblance between the main tunes and the four lines of a passage with the last movement of Gustav Mahler's Third Symphony from 1896 was pointed out by Derek Cook in 1970. Mahler himself may have derived this passage from the overture to Daniel Auber's comic opera. So this is a really beautiful song. Elliot says he's enjoying the magic set, Slava. Tomorrow is supposed to be wet and grotty, so it's a magic Set Exploring Day. Thank you so much, Amy, and that's wonderful, Elliot. So this is for you, Terry, in memory of your beautiful wife, Frances. This is I'll Be Seeing You.
Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Was it the spell of Paris, or the April dawn? Who knows if we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that my heart and mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well, I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing
Thank you so much, everyone. Such a beautiful song and so nostalgic. And I hope you like that, Terry. And I hope it's in wonderful memory of your dear wife. Thank you so much for listening to that, everybody. A real tearjerker, that one. Kenneth, thank you so much, Kenneth, for all your lovely clapping hands and dancing things. And says, bravo. Thank you so much, Kenneth. And Trudy says, beautiful, Chrissy. What a lovely song. And clapping. Thank you so much. And Trevor says, very emotional and beautifully sung, Chrissy. Blessed to Terry. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. That's so kind of you. Such a beautiful song, that one. I love that song. And it really, yeah, so beautiful. So, for soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines that were not able to listen to live music, the US War Department, collaborating with various recording companies, shipped V discs, V for victory, overseas, and many popular singers, big bands, and orchestras of the era recorded special V disc records. There were dozens of other hit songs listened to by American military members abroad at home. Oh, Mike says, thank you, Mike. A beautiful song, lovely Chrissy, invoking a lot of nostalgia. And Angela says, lovely song. Philip says, wonderful Chrissy, and sends lots of roses. Thank you so much, Philip. And Kuhar says, Christina, that was so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. So the Andrews Sisters originally recorded Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy in 1941 before the United States entered the war and introduced the song in the Abbott and Costello film Buck Privates. It became one of the iconic songs of World War II. And they said, we're making these V-discs for you, the Andrews sisters say, addressing the US troops in the recording below. And then they said, and along with them, we want to send all our love and kisses. So I thought that was quite lovely. So I hope that, well, I've never seen a disc. Have you ever seen a V-disc? I've never seen a V-disc. Does anybody know if have you ever had a V-disc or seen one before? Terry says, that was wonderful, Chrissy. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Terry, so much. Sorry, my little thing is making lots of noise. So this leads me into my next song, and this is for Tuomo in Finland, and it is Auf Wiedersehen, Sweetheart. It's a song written by German composer Eberhard Storch around 1950, and Storch wrote the song in the hospital for his wife Maria as she was ill for a very long time. It was originally sung in German by Rudi and released on a Polydor record in 1950. And the English language lyrics were written by John Turner and Geoffrey Parsons, and the best known version of the song is by Vera Lynn. The story goes that Vera was on holiday in Switzerland and she heard people singing the song in beer parlours, and when she got back she felt that she had to record it, so she found the music and had the English lyrics written. The recording of the song by Vera Lynn featured an accompaniment by soldiers and airmen of the HM forces and the Johnny Johnston singers. Never knew there was a bunch of singers called Johnstons before. I thought I was the only one. But no, that was nice to read I've never heard of them. Has anybody else heard of Johnny Johnston singers? Anyway, it was the first song recorded by a foreign artist to make number one in the USA, and in 1952, reaching the summit of the Billboard bestsellers in stores. On July the 12th, the song spent 9 weeks at number one. So I hope you're all going to enjoy Auf Wiedersehen. All right, they look like finals. Yeah, Kuhar says, I've seen a V-disc but never had or owned one. So I guess they're just special ones for the war. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoy Auf Wiedersehen, Sweetheart by Vera Lynn.
Auf Wiedersehen, sweetheart.
thank you so thank you so much, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed Auf Wiedersehen, Sweetheart. A lovely original German song that turned into English. Kuha says, yes, I have. Johnny Johnston was super awesome. I love their music too. We can all be called the Jolly Johnston singers, no? Yeah, I like that. That's brilliant. Kenneth, thank you so much, Kenneth. And Tuomo says thank you with lots of clapping hands. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. It's a nice song, isn't it? Nice and relaxing song. I thought it was lovely. So in September 1939, Germany invaded Poland after having staged several false flag border incidents as a pretext to initiate the invasion. The first German attack came against the Polish defences at Westerplatte. The United Kingdom responded to an ultimatum to Germany to cease military operations on the 3rd of September, 2 days after, and the ultimatum was ignored. France and Britain then declared war on Germany, followed by Australia, New Zealand, South Africa and Canada. Which leads me into my next song. Trevor says, never heard that before. Lovely. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And Kuha says, wow, Christina, that was so awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're hearing some different songs, because I wanted to sing different songs. I know I did a VE day this time last year, and we wanted to do a few different ones that I didn't do last year, not to repeat all of the same ones. So, but of course there are some very popular ones that I have to sing because they're just too popular not to sing. So I do hope you are enjoying learning a few new ones as well along the way. So the next song I'm going to sing is requested actually by Philip and Fatima. It's a beautiful song that I'm sure every single person knows. Hi Richard, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And Tessa sent lots of roses. Thank you so much, Tessa. And Philip says, that was lovely, Chrissy. Thank you so much. So this is for Philip and Fatima. Now, Philip's father, we don't have a picture of him, but Philip's father was Bill Norton, and he was in the Royal Engineers, and his twin Bert Norton was in the Royal Air Force, and they were both 18 when the war started and signed up. So thank you to Bill and Bert, and this is in memory of them, Philip, for you. This is A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. It's a romantic song written in 1913, and music was by Manning Sherwin. Berkeley Square is a large leafy square in Mayfair, if you don't know, and part of London. The Ritz Hotel is also referred to, just outside Mayfair. And the nightingale is a migrant songbird. It's celebrated in literature for the beauty of its song. It's my nickname, isn't it? I got the nickname from the Czech president, the nightingale. It favours rural habitats and is very unlikely to ever have been heard in central London. The song was written in the then small French village of Les Lavendeaux, now a favourite resort for British holidaymakers and second home owners, shortly before the outbreak of the Second World War. So I hope you all enjoy A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. This is for Philip's dad and twin brother.
That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. When dawn came up, all gold and blue, to interrupt our rendezvous, I still remember how you smiled and said, "Was that a dream? Oh, was it true?" Our homeward step was just as light as the tap dancing feet of a stair, and like an echo far away, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I know 'cause I was there that night in Berkeley
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. Amy says a lovely song choice. Angela says, love this song, beautifully sung. Thank you, Chrissy. And Anne Shepherd, hello, Anna, says, love this song, beautifully done. Thank you so much. And Victoria says, with love from Tatiana and Dimitri and Victoria. Thank you so much, everybody. And hi to Ginny. Dear Christina, running a bit late, but I will listen again to the songs that I've missed. Thank you so much, Ginny, for watching. That's wonderful that you are watching, because I need to ask you a question online. I've been asked by Otley Hall. I'm doing 2 nights at Otley Hall this year in August, at the end of August. Otley Hall is a beautiful, beautiful place right near my auntie and uncle. Beautiful old built, like beautiful historical building that usually weddings are held at. It's been taken over by a wonderful couple, and we are doing a very special 2 nights Sound of Italy, or the Italian night. So there'll be Italian exquisite food, which will be done. What? Have I done something wrong? Oh, sorry. And I'll be singing. So I hope that you can come along to that. I've lost my train of thought now, because. Okay, sorry. Sorry, everybody. I was too quick with saying that. But anyway, they want me to have a beautiful dress, and I was going to ask you, Ginny, if you would make the beautiful dress for me, but we can speak about that later. Thank you so much anyway for watching. And Philip says, thank you, Chrissy, you sing this beautiful song so well. Thank you so much. And Steve says, so easy to forget how great the music was from that era. That was incredible. God bless Chrissy. Thank you so much. And Mike says, dearest Chrissy, loving everything about this evening. You are looking and sounding fabulous. Thank you so much, Mike. And Teresa clapping hands. Thank you. And David says, wonderful. And Kuha says, well done, Christina. Thank you so much. And Ben, thank you so much, Ben, as well, for your lovely comments. Christina, speaking of, this year marks 1 year when you did your very first live streams of your concert last year. Yes, it is. It's 1 year since I started going live. So thank you so much for watching every week that you do. It means so much. Mac the music says very nice. Thank you so much, Mac. And Ginny says how wonderful to sing there. Excellent. Let's talk later on. Yes, let's talk later on. Thank you, Ginny. And Kenneth says lovely. Thank you so much, everybody. So moving on to my next little bit for you all, we have some relatives to show you that played a vital role in World War II, of people who are watching tonight. So thank you to all of you who sent me photos and names of your relatives who fought during World War II. The first one I have got is David Rigsby's granddad. David Rigsby's in America, and his granddad was called Armin Rigsby. He was in the 141st Regiment. He was in combat engineers, and he served overseas during World War II. Armin's family were actually from England, and his wife's family, Kathleen, were from Ireland. So they were the first American generation. Correct me if I'm wrong, David, or correct me if I'm right. So this is David's granddad. So thank you so much for sending such lovely photos of him in, and thank you to Slava for creating the videos of them. Also we have Kenneth Lynch's dad, who is called Lester Lynch, and was called Lester Lynch, and he served in Germany immediately post-war. So he went over there, which is amazing. So thank you so much, Kenneth, for sending in such a beautiful picture of your father as well. And also, lastly, is another granddad of mine called Howard Latham Johnston, who served as a lieutenant in the Royal Navy, and he was stationed the whole war in the Bahamas. So he was in the Bahamas the whole of the war, and he was 18 when he signed up. So that's him with his little terrier dog in the Bahamas. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at people's photos and understanding who their family is. It's lovely. Thank you so much for everyone who's given photos in, because it's so wonderful to see faces, I guess, to names. It's wonderful. And Kenneth is lovely, and Kirk and Hannah says, brilliant photo, very smart. Lester Lynch looks very smart too, brilliant photo. Thank you so much to you guys. So this leads me into my next song, which is a very popular song, and this is for Trudy and Trevor Cameron. And before I sing, or before I tell you about the song, we have Trudy's father, who is Gordon Henry Blinko, and he served as a Chief Petty Officer in the Royal Navy, and I just absolutely love his beard. I think it's incredible. So thank you so much, Trudy, for sending in such a beautiful photo of your father as well during the war. So this song I'm going to sing for you guys is We'll Meet Again. It is a 1939 British song. It's made famous, of course, by Vera Lynn, and the music was composed by Ross Parker and Huey Charles. The song was published by Michael Ross Limited, and they published many other songs, including There'll Always Be in England, I'm in Love for the Last Time, but this song is one of the most famous of the Second World War era and resonated with soldiers going off to fight, as well as their families and their sweethearts. The song's original recording featured Lynn accompanied by Arthur Young on the Nova chord, which was an early synthesizer, while a re-recording in 1953 with a more lavish orchestra instrumentation and a chorus of the British Armed Forces was created. But I hope you enjoy We'll Meet Again, and yes, this is for you, Trudy and Trev, and in remembrance of your dear father, Gordon.
We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keeps
thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed We'll Meet Again. I had to sing it up the octave because Vera Lynn's voice is so low, but putting it up just a little bit wasn't enough. It was still too low, so I just thought I'll sing up the octave. So I hope it wasn't too loud in your speakers, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Trudy says, love the photos, and brilliant photo with the dog, really nice. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. And Kenneth says, thank you, Christina. And Richard says, one of my favourites of the era. Thanks, Chrissy. Oh, thank you so much. And Angela says, wonderful, Chrissy. Thank you so much. And Tuomo, thank you for your clapping hands. And Amy for your clapping hands and roses. Thank you so much. It's like I'm getting them. Thank you so much. And David says, thank you, Christina. I would say Grandpa and Grandma were the second generation in the States. Well done. Thank you so much. And Mike says, love that song, Chrissy. Won many iconic World War II songs. And Teresa says, love that, Christina. Thank you so much. Thank you. And David says, so very lovely, Christina. Beautifully sung. Thank you so much for your clappings and roses as well. And Kirk says, sounded great. Thank you. And Philip says, fabulous, Chrissy, loved it. Thank you so much. And Trudy says, thank you so much, Chrissy. That was beautifully sung. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. That's so kind of you. Bless you all. So after this song, which I've just done, if you would like to donate to tonight's concert, there is the GoFundMe links below. They're also in the description if you would like to donate a virtual ticket to tonight's performance and to our hard work. So anything you donate goes such a long way. It really does, and keeps keeping us going. I can't tell you how much is keeping us going, and I say that every week, I know, but you guys are the reason we're able to keep going and to be able to go live every week to you. You are our family, so thank you so much for helping us bring the music to you, and I hope that you enjoy me in your living room every Friday night. It's nice to go back to Friday again, because last week I was completely thrown with the whole Thursday thing. I woke up on Friday thinking it was Saturday, and then I woke up on Saturday thinking it was Sunday. I was completely confused. And then we went to Jimmy's farm on Sunday with Amy, Ben and Elliot. We met them, haven't seen them for nearly, well, like ages, since last summer. So it was lovely to see them. But unfortunately, I think I got something from an animal. It says you shouldn't touch an animal and you should always wash your hands, but I had gloves on, so I think I must have touched my face with my glove, and then I got like a stomach flu. So I've been ill all week, really badly actually. So today's the first day that I've actually felt back to normal, so I'm so glad I do feel back to normal, because I was quite worried this week how ill I was feeling. But reading up about it, I'd never had it before, but yeah, it sounds like that I got it from the animals, so I shouldn't be touching animals too much, should I? But Jimmy's farm was so busy, it was crazy, but it was wonderful to see Amy, Elliot and Ben. It was lovely to meet up with them again and be able to give Elliot his Christmas present, which we had never been able to give to him. Kuhar says, I love that song. You sang it so beautifully. Thank you so much. And Ken says, awesome, Christina. And yes, we will for sure. And Natasha says, beautiful. Thank you so much. And Ben, thank you so much as well for your lovely claps. I've been really ill this week, but I'm now back to my normal self. Oh, yes, so Felixstowe seems to be like more than 10 years ahead of everybody else in the whole country. So me and Slava both got a text message today, and I thought it was a scam, because I was like, I'm not even in the age bracket yet. Far from it. But we got a text today saying that we can come for our vaccinations next week. So that's amazing. So they must have done everyone already. So yeah, the Grove in Felixstowe, I can't tell you, they are brilliant. So we're getting our vaccination. I'm getting mine next Wednesday, and Slava's getting his next Thursday. And our friend Megan's getting hers next Friday. So, we'll be vaccinated next week. It's amazing. I didn't think I'd get mine till July, so it's incredible. So I'm very, very happy that I'll be all vaccinated up, ready for going outside in the summer. For our concerts outside, I'll be feeling like Superwoman. Well, I'll still be careful, don't worry. Anyway, this brings me to my next song, which is for Tessa Austin. Jane and Richard, who are all having fish and chips tonight together. For the first time in a very long time, they're allowed to sit outside together, which is wonderful. Friends can now meet up in England as long as you're outside, which is fantastic. So I'm so happy you guys are all back together, and I hope you are drinking lots of wine and having a good old chit-chat while I'm chatting away. But I hope you hear that this is for you guys. So before I sing the song for you guys, Jane sent a lovely picture, or couple of pictures to us, of Richard's uncle, Gordon Barber. And this, are you doing the young one first or the older one first? The young one first. So this is him, and he got stationed in a small French village. He was Canadian, and all the men from that village were away fighting, and he was sent there with other boys from Canada to help with the harvest and tend the land because the farmers were away. And then the second picture that we have of him is in 1995. This was taken July the 18th in France, and it is the picture with the mayor presenting him a medal for his tremendous service in World War II. And I forgot to say, he was from the prairies of Canada. We Googled it because Jane told me to Google how to say it. It's, was it Saskatchewan? No, that's not right, is it? I Googled it last night. Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatchewan. That's right. Thank you. So yes, this this song is in memory of Richard's lovely uncle Gordon, and Richard's name, his middle name, was after Gordon, so he's Richard Gordon Vaughan. So I hope you all four of you enjoy this song in memory of him. No, Richard is named after Gordon. Yeah. So this is a medley, actually, a wonderful war medley. So I hope you're all going to enjoy this. And this is called, well, it starts with Bless 'Em All. It's a Vera Lynn medley. And it has Bless 'Em All, which is from her album World War II, For All Your World War II Sweethearts. Bless 'Em All was known as The Long, The Short and The Tall. It's a war song. The words are credited to Fred Godfrey in 1917 and music composed by Robert Cooley. It was first recorded in 1940 by George Formby, if you haven't heard it. And the song's also been credited Jimmy Hughes, Frank Lake and Al Stillman. Godfrey claimed to have thought up the lyrics for a song while serving with the Royal Naval Air Service at Dunkirk during the First World War. And recalling a 1941 letter to the Daily Mirror, he said, "I wrote Bless Them All while serving in the old Royal Navy Air Service in France in 1916. And furthermore, it wasn't bless, it was a naughty word." Although the song is credited to him, it's unclear if he actually wrote the lyrics or not. And someone else says that writes a version of the song called Fuck Them All, was a popular protest song by airmen serving in India's northwest frontier during the 1920s and may have originated from there. It was popular during the Second World War with a change of lyrics and became a patriotic tune after being performed by singers such as Gracie Fields and Vera Lynn. So also in the medley is We're Gonna Hang Out the Washing on the Siegfried Line. It's a popular song by Jimmy Kennedy, written whilst he was a captain in the British Expeditionary Force during the early stages of Second World War. And it was published in 1939. The Siegfried Line was a chain of fortifications along Germany's western border, and the first big-time wartime variety concert. It was also performed for the first time, and the song was used as a morale booster during the war, particularly up to and during the Battle of France. And then the third song in the medley is Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major, and it's a World War II soldiers round. The final line is Sergeant Major be a mother to me, and it's normally accredited to Art Noel and Don Pelosi in 1939. And there was a follow-up, Good Morning, Sergeant Major, which came out in 1940. So I hope you all enjoy this medley of the three war songs, and I hope you all enjoy it. Tessa, Austin, Jane and Richard, in honour of your uncle Gordon.
bless them all, bless them all, the long and the short and the tall. Bless all the sergeants and WO1s, bless all the corporals and their blinking sons, 'cause we're saying goodbye to them all, as back to their billets they crawl. You'll get no promotion this side of the ocean, so cheer up my lads, bless them all, bless them all, bless them all, the long and the short and the tall. Bless all the sergeants and WO1s, bless all the corporals and their blinking sons, 'cause we're saying goodbye to them all, as back to their billets they crawl. You'll get no promotion this side of the ocean, so cheer up my lads, bless them all. We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line. Have you any dirty washing, mother dear? We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just rub along without a care. We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, if the Siegfried line's still there. We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line. Have you any dirty washing, mother dear? We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just rub along without a care. Gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line, if the Siegfried line's still there. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Forget to wake me in the morning, and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning, and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. To me.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed this little medley that we did. Well, I did. Thank you so much. And Jane says, thank you so much. Lovely tribute to Gordon. You said Saskatchewan. Perfectly. Saskatchewan, perfectly. Thank you so much. I've been trying to practice. It's a very difficult thing to read. Angela says, a super medley of some wonderful songs. Really enjoying it. Thank you so much, Angela and Hav. And Kenneth says, bless them all, a popular drinking song. It might have started clean or not. Yeah. It ends with yes. Well, yes, it's not a clean song at all. Trudy says, you would never know you've been so poorly, Chrissy. Oh, thank you so much. Well done indeed for singing so brilliantly. Thank you. And Tuoma says, lots of clapping hands. Thank you so much. And Ben as well. And Teresa, thank you so much. And Mike says, great, Chrissy. Thank you so much, everyone. That means so much. It really does. And Philip says stirring songs. Oh, definitely. Real boosting morale songs, I think. So one of the most difficult times and things for countries and individuals to go through is war. History has shown us that music has used as a way to help soldiers cope and deal with traumas, stress and issues brought on by war. And while some may think that music was first used during World War I or World War II, that's actually not the case. The truth is that music was used during wars dating back thousands of years ago. And while instruments and tools may have changed, the message of music during wars itself remains the same. And thank you, Tessa says, loved it. Thank you so much, Tessa and Austin. And Kuha says, that was a fun song, really made me very happy, Christina. Oh, thank you, Kuha, thank you. The next song I'm going to do is another beautiful song, very popular. It's for Linda and Eric Reich, Joel's dad, and I hope you are going to enjoy this one. It's called Lily Marlene, and it was originally a German love song which became popular during World War II throughout Europe and the Mediterranean, both on the Axis side and the Allies troops. Written in 1915 as a poem, the song was published in 1937 and was recorded by Lael Anderson in 1939 as Das Mädchen unter der Lantern, The Girl Under the Lantern. These words were written in 1915 as a poem of 3 verses by Hans Leip. He was a school teacher from Hamburg who had been conscripted into the Imperial German Army. Leip reportedly combined the nickname of his girlfriend Lily with the name of a friend Marlene, who was a nurse. The poem was later published in 1937 as Das Lied eines jungen Soldaten auf der Wacht, the song of a young soldier on watch, with 2 further verses added. It was set to music by Norbert Schultz in 1938 and recorded by Lael Anderson, as I said, in 1939. And in 1942, it was recorded in English. It was translated by Norman Bailey Stewart, who was a British Army officer working for the German propaganda. And songwriter Tommy Connor also wrote the English lyrics, titling it Lily of the Lamplight in 1944. Yes, it was popular from the beginning of the war, but Lily Marlene didn't become a big hit until it was broadcast over the German forces' powerful radio transmitter in the Belgrade from the spring 1941 onwards. And this is Vera Lynn's version of Lily Marlene. I hope you enjoy it.
The lantern by the barrack gate, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. 'Twas there that you whispered tenderly that you loved me, you'd always be my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Time would come for roll call, time for us to part. Darling, I'd caress you and press you to my heart, and there 'neath the far-off lantern light, I'd hold you tight, we'd kiss goodnight, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Orders came for sailing somewhere over there, all confined to barracks, 'twas more than I could bear. I knew you were waiting in the street, I heard your feet, but could not meet, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Resting on a billet just behind the line, even though we're parted, your lips are close to mine. You waited with that lantern soft sweet face seems to haunt my dreams, my lily of the lamplight, my home lily Marlene, my lily of the lamplight, my home lily Marlene.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed Lily Marlene. I did sing this time last year, but I hope you really enjoyed my version this year as well. Richard says, love the medley. Oh, thank you, Richard, so much. That's so kind of you. So we're coming nearly to the end of this evening's concert. I have a couple more songs for you before I leave you and wish you a wonderful weekend and week ahead. Music has long been used in conflict to help fight conflict, and also to further resolution of conflicts, as well as to fuel the fire and anger in some situations. In the case of When the Lights Go On Again, the song was written to give people a sense of hope and calm. Most agree that the lyrics were inspired heavily by the London blackout, which was imposed to combat the bombing raids by the Germans, called the Blitz, which lasted from September 1940 to May 1941. Kuha says, wow, that song brought me to tears. Nicely done, Christina. Oh, thank you. And Richard says, I never knew the words or that there were so many stanzas. Well done. Thank you. There's a lot, isn't there? Mike says, wonderful, Chrissy. Loving this evening very much. Oh, thank you so much. And Philip says, a great song, Chrissy. Thank you. Thank you so much for your clappings. So it was a bleak time for Londoners and the rest of the British people. And it wasn't only London that fell under attack. Any city in Britain could be bombed at any time, resulting in a general sense of fear throughout the nation. It was an incredibly anxious time, as Osbert Lancaster says in his book All Done from Memory during the Blitz. So long as I remained indoors, I was ceaselessly assaulted by what psychiatrists so unfeelingly describe as irrational fears. But on escape into the wide open spaces, they were promptly transformed by the patter of shrapnel into anxieties to which my reason accorded with every justification. This war was called the People's War for a reason. It was brought directly to the people of Britain, forcing them to flee a city or face a city of fear. Because of all the anxiety and fear caused during this time, the people needed an outlet, and that outlet came in the form of hopeful songs. So When the Lights Go On Again speaks of what the world might be like after the war, something that would seem so far away from the time when people who are undergoing the stresses of being under attack. It was a difficult time for everybody, but songs like When the Lights Go On Again made everyone hopeful in their times of darkness. So this next song is for Steve Risbeck, and it is When the Lights Go On. It was popular during World War II. It was written by Benny Benjamin, Sol Marcus and Eddie Seiler. The first recording was done by Vaughan Monroe, which reached number 1 in 1943. The song expresses the hopes for an end to war. The reference to Lights Going On Again marks that the Blitz, and the title of the song may also refer to the longed for an end to the blackout restrictions imposed in London and elsewhere during the Second World War. So I hope you all enjoy this. It was one of the songs that helped keep the spirits of those who were struggling, and famous singer Vera Lynn was best known for her music during the war, included popular songs such as Lily Marlene and this song, and she will always be remembered by all who endured the hell of Hitler's Blitz. She will always be remembered by the troops. So I hope you all enjoy When the Lights Go On Again, made famous by Vera Lynn. so much, everyone. I love that song so much. I'd never heard it before. Like lots of them, I'd never heard of Auf Wiedersehen or some of the others that I've sung this evening, but I'd never heard of When the Lights Go Out On Again. So I really hope you all enjoyed that one. It's a very new one to me, so I really loved it. Really beautiful. So thank you so much, everyone. Natasha says, "Oh, I love When the Lights." Oh, so you know that when the lights go on again, but I don't. And Teresa, thank you so much, Teresa, for your clappings. And thank you so much, everybody. So this leads me into my next song. I've only got two songs left for you. So this is my final song, and the last song is going to be an encore for you all. Thank you to Ben, and thank you, Mike, as well. So we wanted to show you another, we want to dedicate this song to Mike, Garlic and Mary, but we wanted to show you, before I sing, a lovely picture, or two pictures even, of Mike's dad, who was called Edward Garlic, known as Ted. He was blind in his left eye due to an early school years accident. So he couldn't go into action. So he was commissioned by the RAF to support them during supply services in Belgium throughout World War II. So there's a wonderful two pictures of the lovely Edward Garlic, Ted, Mike's dad. So thank you so much to Mike for sending those in to us, and I hope you enjoy the song that I've got for you in memory of your dear father. This is the Anniversary Waltz, another new one to me. I'd never heard this before, but I found it last week in one of Vera Lynn's World War II albums, and I really loved it, and I thought I must sing this for you all because it's really beautiful. It's called the Anniversary Waltz. It's a popular song written by Dave Franklin, and the song was published in 1941. The title Anniversary Waltz is often mistakenly confused to refer another song which is similarly called, which is Anniversary Song it's called, whose melody was a Romanian tune composed in 1880, but it's not that song. Bing Crosby was the first to record this song in 1941 for Decca Records with Victor Young and his orchestra. The song briefly charted in the USA, reaching number 24, and the song's also been covered by Vera Lynn, who I found it from, and Connie Francis and Mantovani. I've never heard of him or her. Steve says, "Thank you so much, Chrissy. I can only imagine what the civilians of Britain and Europe went through and how traumatised. I know how it affects GIs, US slang for soldiers. Pray for peace." Oh, definitely. And Andrew says, "Love that." Philip says, "Lovely song, Chrissy. Thank you." And Kenneth says, "Very nice. Hopeful and inspiring at the time, I know." So, yes, this lovely song, the Anniversary Waltz, is for you, Mike and Mary, in memory of your dad, Ted. So I hope you enjoy this lovely song.
We just discovered each other tonight when the lights were low. One dance led up to another, and now I can't let you go. So tell me I may always dance the anniversary waltz with you. Tell me this is real romance, an anniversary dream come true. Let this be the answer to our future years, through millions of smiles and a few little tears. May I always listen to the anniversary waltz with you.
thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the anniversary waltz and perhaps have never heard it before, so I hope you enjoyed my version of it. Tessa says, what a lovely evening. You've done it again. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Tessa and Austin and Jane and Richard. And I hope you're all enjoying your evening and not too cold out there tonight. And thank you for the roses that you've just sent. Steve says, such a wonderful concert, Chrissy. I don't know how you do it. God bless. Oh, thank you so much. And Mike says, thank you so much for sharing this memory of my dad with a very young me close to the end of World War II. Sending love, Chrissy. Oh, yes, I forgot to say that was Mike on with his dad. He was a young boy then. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Ben, for your lovely comments. It's lovely. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Ben. That's very kind of you. So there are many names still familiar today, like Vera Lynn, Anne Shelton, Dorothy Careless, Julie Dawn, Ali Bowley, Bing Crosby, the Andrew Sisters, the Ink Spots, Gracie Fields, and to those less known, like Betty Driver, who entertained the ENSA and sang with Henry Hall's band. Angela says, singing along. Oh, thank you. And Kuhar says, I love the anniversary waltz. My friend Ken Merrill heard that song when he was still serving in the US Marine Corps during World War II. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has sent in pictures of their relatives. We have 2 more to show you. Angela says, thank you for a wonderful concert, Chrissy and Slava. Oh, thank you, Angela. So the first one is Kirk's great uncle, Stan Streeter, who was a navigator with the RAF. His story is actually in a book called The Colours of the Day by P.A. Chapman, and he was shot down, unfortunately, over Sussex by a friendly fire returning from a successful bombing mission in France in 1943. So that's Stan Streeter, Kirk's uncle. And Hannah sent us a picture of her grandfather, or 2 pictures actually we have, and he was called Reverend Canon John Wallace, DSCMA Canon Emeritus of Salisbury, and he was 41 Royal Marine Commando. The picture is from 1944 marching into the Royal Marine Depot upon returning from the Mediterranean, and he received a George Cross, no other, and has a book all about his journey, all about his life in the war, called With God's Blessing and a Green Beret, a Pilgrimage, all about his journey through the war. So there's a picture of it there if you haven't seen it. So do have a look and see those books, because I think it's incredible that their family of being named in books is amazing, and what they did for us, especially receiving a George Cross, is incredible. So thank you to your family. Thank you to all our families for their dedication to us. And this next song that I'm going to do is for all your families, for all of you, as a thank you for their service to the war, for all of your services to watching me every Friday. But tonight is not about me, it's about Victory Day. So thank you to all the wonderful family members we have who sacrificed their lives for us and who gave their time to serve for our freedom. So this is a wonderful song. It's called They'll Always Be in England, and it was written in 1939. It became very popular during the outbreak of Second World War. It was composed by Ross Parker and Huey Charles, and a popular version, of course, was done by Vera Lynn. And I just hope you really enjoy this wonderful song. And it was first sung in a film called Discoveries in 1939 by a boy soprano, Glyn Davis. And after the war broke out on the 1st of September, the song became a massive hit for Vera Lynn. And in the first 2 months of the war, 200,000 copies of the sheet music were sold. And the song used to express the British patriotic defiance in the finale of the 2,000 Women, a successful 1944 film starring Phyllis Calvert and Patricia Rock, about women who interned by the Germans in occupied France. So I hope you all enjoy this last song for you, and then I'll wish you a lovely weekend ahead and tell you what we're doing next week. Enjoy. They'll always be in England.
you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. May this fair land we love so well in dignity and freedom dwell. The worlds may change and go awry, while there is still one voice to cry. There'll always be an England while there's a country lane. Wherever there's a cottage small beside a field of grain, there'll always be an England while there's a busy street. Wherever there's a turning wheel, a million marching feet. Red, white and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, sing it out loud, Britain's awake. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me. Red, white and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, shout it out loud, Britain's awake. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me.
Thank you, everybody, so much. I hope you enjoyed There'll Always Be in England. Of course, it's a very British song, but I hope anyone else in the world watching, I hope you enjoyed that very patriotic song that I thought really brought people together. It's a wonderful song. Terry says, could not take my eyes and ears off the screen tonight, Christina. Glad you're feeling better. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you so much, lovely Chrissy and Slava, for this evening, sharing both my story with my dad, plus many others too from Mike. Thank you so much, Mike. And Kirk says, thank you to you all. And David says, thank you, Christina and Slava, for a very thoughtful, embracing concert. Happy VE Day, and wishing you both a blessed weekend. Thank you so much. And thank you for your claps and your roses. Thank you. And thank you to Ormo as well, and to Kenneth. And Kuha says, thank you so much, Christina, for a great Victory Day concert tonight. I look forward to seeing you again next week on Friday. And Jane says, fantastic concert. Thank you, Jane, so much. And Ben as well, thank you for your lovely claps. And Teresa as well for yours. And Roses as well, thank you. And Philip says, fabulous and patriotic. And Ginny says, uplifting songs tonight, lovely. Thank you so much. And Mike says, sending love and big thanks for this wonderful evening, Chrissy and Slava. Best wishes for VE Day tomorrow. Thank you so much. Happy VE Day to you all as well. And Ben says, thank you. And Trudy says, brilliant, Chrissy. What an ending. Thank you, Chrissy and Slava, so much for this evening. Thank you so much, everyone. And to Angela for your hearts. And Philip and Fatima says, thanks for a wonderful concert, Chrissy and Slava. and Ben for your lovely roses. Thank you. And Philip for your lovely roses. And Angela says, thank you both for a great evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. It means so much to have you. And if you would like to donate a virtual ticket, there are the links in the description and below. You can see them. It all goes such a long way. And next week we have an evening for you of Rodgers and Hammerstein music. So please do get voting. Send me what you'd like me to sing. Do go to the event page on Facebook, or just send me an email or a message on Facebook or something and request your favourite Rodgers and Hammerstein songs. Also, there is a link on the GoFundMe page to my concert, my first concert. As you all know, I did the Ed Sheeran auction last year. I was in it, and I got won by the Bury Theatre, and they would like me to open their theatre or do an opening night for them, a special evening of me and a lovely pianist, William Saunders, who is going to be accompanying me. So just me and William on the stage all night for you. If you would like tickets, there are still some boxes available, and they are on their website. Of course, this is I got booked by them for I am their auction prize. So doing this. Really, I can't wait to do it. It'll be wonderful to sing at the Royal Theatre in Bury. So if you want to come, go onto the GoFundMe page. There is a link in the description that Slava's put there. Next week, did you say? Last week's one, sorry. And also on my Facebooks and stuff. Angela says, thank you both for a great evening. Richard says, thank you again. And Max says, well done, Christina. Take care and God bless. Thank you all so much again for watching. And yeah, do send me your Rodgers and Hammerstein requests for next week. I hope you have a wonderful VE Day tomorrow. Happy VE Day to everybody. And thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure singing some really patriotic songs to you all. Philip says, we'll be seeing you there. Thank you so much. And Natasha says, thank you, Christina, for another wonderful show. Bless you all. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. And I can't wait to sing to you all next week. Thank you to Sister Lena as well. And hi to Lucy and Yada and Radim and Monica as well. Thank you so much for watching. And I can't wait to sing to you next week some beautiful musical theatre from Rodgers and Hammerstein. So I can't wait to sing to you. Happy VE Day, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you next Friday, same time, same place, and do hit the like, subscribe button, and like this video if you can, and share it where you can. So lots of love, God bless you all, and happy weekend, happy VE Day, sending all my love and kisses, and from Slava too. Lots of love. Good night, everyone. Bye.